Alright, I'm going to give you a little demonstration here about how to apply one of these skins that we make, and a little bit about the prep work. Basically, you want to have a clean environment for you to even start this, because these are sticky, and any dirt or anything that's laying around will stick to it and cause bumps, or which will simulate bubbles in your skin. So you want it clean. So the first thing you want to do is get some Windex and clean your console. Get all the grease from your fingerprints and everything off from it. Everywhere that the skin is going to go, you want to clean. Alright, what you'll get in the kit is a top, the face, the front, side, controller skin, connect skin. So let's talk a little more about the prep work. You're going to need some painter's tape. Don't use duct tape or nothing because it leaves residue. Just need some very low adhesive painter's tape. A pair of scissors, a squeegee with a felt tip. If you don't have one of these, you can't find one, take any kind of credit card or debit card like this. You can take a paper towel, wrap it like that, one layer, and tape it, and now you got a soft tip. Or you can wrap, like cut up an old t-shirt and use one layer of that to put on there for a felt tip too. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is take the top and just set it up there. You're going to pull out a piece of tape about so long. In the center, or somewhere close to, you're going to do this. Then you're going to stick it to the graphic, not the console yet. So now you can look at your skin and position it where you're satisfied with it, and then tape it down. And again, the back, we're going to take this, fold one end over like so, and just tape it on the back like that. That way our tabs hangs up, and our tab is hanging up here. I'll show you why we need to do that when we get to it. Alright, I'm going to twist this console around sideways so it's easier for me to do. Now the reason it's taped down to where we wanted it at, now we can pick it up and flap it down and it doesn't move. So we know it's going to be in that spot when we put it on. Okay, so we'll pick it up, peel it back. Don't try cutting it up tight to the edge. Just come back a couple inches. Like this. And cut that off. It doesn't matter if this is straight or not. Also, when you cut it, you get some paper residue. Make sure you get all that out of there. Now, see how it's curved? You don't want to pull tight out, just it's curved. Take your squeegee, your homemade squeegee, and just set it down just like that. Now you don't have to worry about getting your bubbles with this material, and I'll show you why in a second once I finish this. So now that this front piece is on, this is where the tab's here. We don't want to pull the tape off like this because it'll pick up on the skin. We want to pull it away from the skin. So that's why these tabs are here for you to grab a hold of. Boom. This one's here so you can grab it and rip it, get your hands on it. And again, we're going to pull it away, like so. Now we can fold this up. And again, with a curve, where it's actually curved like this, so you're not pulling hard on it, you can go ahead and lay it down. And if any of you have ever done this before, it's hard not to get bubbles. But with this particular material, I'm going to show you, the back of it, it's hard to see in here, but there's a lot of lines in the back of it. That's for the air to escape out. So it's almost impossible to get bubbles with this. I mean, you can basically just flop it down there and you ain't gonna get any bubbles. The reason we tape this down though, so it holds it in place, so it goes in the exact same spot where we initially put it on. Alright, so we got the top on. I'm going to pick it up and I'll tell you a little bit more about this. This is a matte surface. This is a gloss surface. The skins tend to stick a lot harder to the gloss surfaces. That's why I taped that down, because if I would have put that on wrong and tried to pull it back up, I would have hurt it. But being this was air release, it doesn't seal down quite as tight as a normal vinyl, so it can be pulled back up if needed to for smaller pieces, not the big one. Now I gotta look down at this to put this other piece on, so I'm gonna scoot this over here a little bit. And I'm gonna tell you why we're putting this piece on first before we put the other sides on. Once I get this going here. Now the same way that I taped this piece on, you guys can do this too, so it goes in the exact spot you want. But like I said, you can pull this back on and off a couple times without hurting it because it's the air freestyle. Now the reason we always install this first is because these right here are set by this height of here. So basically, let me get a ruler here for you. If we would have had put these on first and had them too close together, you wouldn't have a straight edge as far as here and here. So that's why we put this on first. Then it's our guide to put these on. You can put it on any way you want. This is just a little tutorial to make it so it looks good when you get it all done. Again, I gotta move this a minute because I gotta look down at it. And again, I'm gonna be looking at this corner right here, and there's a little gap that's supposed to be here, so I'm going to put this on by hand. Like so. Now the edges, these two match up. It looks cleaner, it looks nicer. Same with this one, we're going to line up this edge, bottom edge here. Now, I got this one a little crooked. I'm going to show you easiest. I'm going to seal this down. Now, being it's a matte surface, I can peel it right back up and redo it. It wouldn't be as easy if you were running with those gloss surfaces, though. And there's our front. And now I'm going to do this bottom. Oh, actually, I got an old skin on here. By the way, these skins, when you pull them off, they don't leave residue. And you can see how I'm going to pull this old skin off this one right now. No residue. And there's the skin that was on it. So now I'm going to put this bottom piece on. And now it's time for the end that goes on here. So what we got now, if I can get the camera to show this, is a nice glossy skin. These are laminated too, so they're tough. They're made to protect the console. The skin will also come with the controller skin and a top for the Kinect skin.